At our final court hearing, my wife's lawyer laughed. Enjoy your new life. You'll be leaving with nothing. My wife smirked. You should have been a better husband. The judge turned to me. Any final words, Mr. Chen? I pulled out my phone. Actually, yes. I'd like to submit one final exhibit. 6 months earlier, I was organizing our home office when I found the credit card statement wedged behind the filing cabinet. $40,200 at Tiffany & Comer dated September 18th. I'd never been there. When I asked her about it that night, she didn't even look up from her wine glass. Oh, that? I got something for my sister's birthday. Her sister's birthday is March 12th. It was October. That's when I knew. I didn't yell, didn't confront her. Instead, I went to the guest room and stared at the ceiling until 3 a.m. The next morning, I became the perfect husband. Agreed when she said she needed space. Started sleeping in the guest room permanently. Let her think she'd broken me. But every night after she went to bed, I was working. I started with the credit cards, created a spreadsheet, $347 at a hotel bar on a Tuesday afternoon, $890 at a spa she claimed to hate, $2,100 at a restaurant in San Francisco the weekend she said she was visiting her mom in Portland. Then I found the Venmo transfers, $800 to someone named Marcus Chen, no relation. I reverse searched the profile. He was 28, worked in tech, posted gym selfies. His Instagram showed him at a rooftop bar. In the window reflection, you could see her, my wife, her hand on his shoulder. I took screenshots of everything. Week 3, I hired a forensic accountant. Cost me $5,000 up front. He found the apartment, a studio in Soma she'd rented 18 months ago using our joint account, $2,400 a month, all paid from money we were saving for a house. He kept digging. Discovered she'd opened a credit card in her maiden name. $43,000 in charges. Weekend trips to Tahoe, dinners at Michelin star restaurants. A $6,200 handbag she definitely didn't own. Total damage, $127,000 over 2 years. Then she filed for divorce. Irreconcilable differences. She wanted 60% of our assets. Full claim to the house. Alimony for 5 years because she'd sacrificed her career to support mine. Her lawyer was a shark. Designer suit. Slicked back hair. At our first mediation, he spread photos across the table. Me working late. Me on my laptop at home. Me missing her company party. My client has been neglected, he said. Mr. Chen chose his career over his marriage. She deserves compensation for years of emotional abandonment. I sat there, nodded, took notes, let them think they were winning. The mediation failed. We were going to trial. The morning of the final hearing, my wife showed up in a white dress. Her lawyer was already smiling. I wore my oldest suit, the one with frayed cuffs. Wanted to look like the broken husband they'd painted me as. Her lawyer went first. 45 minutes of how I was emotionally unavailable. How my wife had been forced to seek connection elsewhere because I'd abandoned her. She's asking for what she deserves after giving the best years of her life to a man who couldn't be bothered to love her back. The judge looked tired. Mr. Chen, any response? Patricia, my lawyer, stood. Your Honor, we'd like to submit evidence. She handed the judge a folder. Inside, 3 years of bank statements, hotel receipts with timestamps, screenshots of Venmo transfers, photos of my wife entering Marcus's apartment, the lease for her secret studio. The judge's expression changed as she flipped through the pages. Patricia kept going. The $127,000 Mrs. Chen claims was spent on household expenses, was used to fund an affair and maintain a separate residence. We also have communications showing Mrs. Chen planned to file for divorce immediately after Mr. Chen's expected promotion, which would have increased her alimony claim by $40,000 annually. She'd been waiting, timing it. The judge looked at my wife. Is this accurate? My wife's face went white. She opened her mouth, closed it. The judge looked at me. Mr. Chen, how long have you known? 18 months, Your Honor. And you didn't confront her? I wanted to be thorough. I wanted to make sure I had everything documented before she could hide the evidence. The judge nodded slowly. I'm denying the petition for alimony. And based on the fraudulent use of marital assets, I'm awarding Mr. Chen 70% of the remaining property. My wife started crying. Real tears this time. Her lawyer tried to object, but the judge cut him off. Your client committed financial fraud. Be grateful I'm not recommending prosecution. As I walked out, I heard her voice behind me. You planned this. You set me up. I turned around, looked at her one last time. No, you did this to yourself. I just made sure there was evidence.